Hi, Panda here and welcome to our video review of Outriders. So the premise for Outriders is that Earth has become too dangerous, so humanity decides to leave Earth in these massive spaceships and travel all the way across to an alien planet. But when they arrive to the alien planet, there's a big storm called the Anomaly. The humans are divided into different groups, some have gone missing, and they also encounter dangerous wildlife and aliens, and they kind of figure out what's going on with this anomaly and the storm, and figure out who's good and who's bad. And some people have gained abilities along the way. They've got superpowers. So like the main character I used had like these fire powers. The story's intriguing and you get to meet lots of different new characters along the way. There's the usual twists and turns. Now I didn't find it as engaged in the story as say like Gears of War, where the characters weren't quite as memorable, but I still felt like as I was playing through this game and it gave me story beats, I was like, oh, I want to see a bit more, I want to see what happens next. And that's what kind of led me to get to the final and get to the end and finish it. The gameplay is a third-person action game with cover. Now it felt very familiar and similar to say like Tom Clancy's The Division 2, where you're in cover and you can kind of aim for a different cover and hold the A button down and run to that one. Now what's different from say like The Division 2, you really need to move in this game and be fast. Sitting behind cover is surely a quick way to get yourself killed. So it is a little bit strange because there's so much cover about, and it is handy to cover, but a lot of the aliens, I would say, just run about and shoot. There's quests, there's side missions. I felt like I didn't need to do any side missions to level up high enough to get through the quests. There's lots of loot that drops and gear to upgrade your character. You can also craft and mod the weapons with special abilities. Like I had a mod when you shoot, there's a like 10% chance lightning would hit an enemy. There's loads of large boss fights. There's some great boss fights in this game, so if you like your boss fights, this is good. And you can team up with friends as well. It's got diverse environments, jungles, snowy mountains. It's got multiplayer, but I didn't really encounter anyone join my match. You could just search and look for other people's matches, and when you get to the end game content, I found there was a few more people there, but it did seem a little bit quiet. I was expecting to come across some more players on my adventure. The shooting feels good and the handling feels good. The sensitivity is a little bit off, so you might need to tweak it from the defaults. Found it a little bit too sensitive and it's a little bit awkward, but a few bit of tweakings in the settings and you'll find a nice comfort zone there. Audio was a bit of a mixed bag. The music really suited the moments, but there was nothing memorable, nothing you're going to remember later on, like seeing a great epic film where you remember the soundtrack. It did the job, that's about all I can say about that. There was some audio issues, some of the audio was unbalanced, some sounds came through and they sounded a little bit blown out compared to like the other sounds. This just happens once in a while, it wasn't too bad. The main issue I had, some of the cutscenes, the lip syncing went out of sync. So you would hear someone speak saying, hello, how are you doing? And like 2 seconds later, you would see their mouths move. And it kind of just took away when you were trying to enjoy it. You're like, it was obvious. You're trying to enjoy a cutscene, you're like, man, this lip syncing is real annoying. But that's about it, and it didn't happen every time. So hopefully, maybe, with some these new expansions coming out, they'll get around to patching some of the issues like that.
We all do today!
Overall, I really enjoyed Outriders. I enjoyed the third-person gameplay, the cover base but still running around. I like how it had the extra abilities, using the abilities on the enemies, coming up with tactics and strategies. I found the multiplayer disappointing. I felt like it could be a really great game if you had a group of friends to go through and do the co-op stuff with you. But I really did enjoy going through it, even as a single player game, and seeing all the different environments and the alien and creature designs were really good. I found the story intriguing enough to get me through, and I'm curious to see more of the expansions. The only criticism I have mainly, what I found annoying, I was like, ugh, which might be smoothed out on the Xbox Series S and X version compared to the Xbox One version, is that all the menus are very slow. Going to sort your armor out, sorting your weapons out was very sluggish. It just took a while to boot up, and it had the annoying now moving a mouse cursor, which all got started with Destiny 2 started doing that, and everyone else seems to be copying it. I wish that go away. I just want a menu where I click left and right and it goes left and right. But that's about it. Overall, like I said, gameplay good, it sounded good, it was a good space action game, and it was nice to see another third-person space game, because you only really get like Gears and maybe Warframe, but Warframe's kind of got a different vibe. So this has got its own unique thing in here. I think People Can Fly have done a good job here. Wish it kind of sold more, but with more expansions come out, this is a good time to hop into Outriders. so check it out. And currently, as I writing this review and reading this review to you, it is on Game Pass as well on the Xbox, so go and check that out. It's definitely worth a shot. Thank you for joining us. Remember to like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Bye. And thank you to our Patreons and Twitch subscribers.